Hello, welcome to Service for the Community. I'm your host today, Matt Herron, and we have some really interesting things happening around town. I'd like to start by welcoming our guests to the show. On my far left over here, we have Joe DeLong, who is a member of the Clarkson Rotary. We have from the Lions Club, Miss Chris Savage, and we also have Robin Brose, who is the president of the Optimist Club. We're going to start today with Joel. And Joel, if I can ask, can you give us just a brief summary of some of the events that are going on with the Rotary?
Yeah, thank you very much. Right now, the Clarkson Rotary, which was founded here in Clarkston in 1940, has been active with a lot of community projects. First off, on July 1st, we installed our new officers. I'm the past president. Janet Thomas is coming in as our current president. And throughout Rotary, all the officers throughout the world change on July 1st. We just got through sponsoring concerts in the park. We were the first, we were a corporate sponsor, but we also had the first food concession during the first activity. We just participated or provided scholarships for Renaissance High School students that were graduating and going on to further their education. We also just participated for the first time in the awards ceremonies at Oakland School's Technical Campus Northwest here in Clarkston. And that was exciting to see that we're now in going out into a new endeavor.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, it was. Cool. And then we've also just hosted a Rotary Youth Exchange student that was here for 11 months from Thailand.
Really?
Throughout Rotary, students both inbound and outbound have an opportunity to travel to another country. We had a student a year ago that left Clarkson schools for France. And we're now looking to bring in a new student for the new school year.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Sounds like some really interesting things.
Yeah, it's been fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, and let's move down here to Miss Chris Savage. Chris, I know you guys have been doing a lot of work with a program called Project KidSite. You have a little piece of art there that kind of like shows us what that is.
This is our cross-eyed lion, who represents Project KidSite. And Project KidSite is a program in our community where we do free vision screenings for children from ages 6 months, as little as 6 months, on up to 17. The beauty of this particular program, we use an digital video camera, a very specialized one, and within less than 1 second, we can take 18 light refractive images from each of the child's pupils. Those measurements are compared against norms for a child that age that lives in this part of the country. And the program will tell us immediately if that child is what we call a pass or refer. Now, this is not a vision test. This is a screening. It checks for an incredible number of different conditions. And we'll say immediately, it's a pass, which means no problems were detected at this point, or it's refer. It looks like there might be a problem with this child's vision. And it'll tell us that it looks like it might be nearsighted, farsighted, astigmatism, a lot of different conditions. The report that we get will print out immediately and shows us the picture, the measurements, tells what the problem area might be. And then the family can take this to the vision doctor's office, and this gives them something to start with. Obviously, this doesn't replace the test.
Yeah, it's not a test, but that is really helpful. They get to have that report the same day they come in and see you guys.
As soon as we get the test done, or the screening done, we print the report out, we give it to the parents. We never keep any of this information. The beauty of it is we have a lot of people that come in and say things like, my child's having a little bit of trouble in school, and I don't know if it might be that they can't see.
Right.
Or, Johnny says that things look blurry to him. Well, particularly today, to make an appointment at the vision care specialist, pay for the appointment and all that, it's really nice to know if you really need to do that or you don't. In some cases,
it is expensive in a lot of cases to eye care and eye doctors and things like that, so they can better assess, I guess, if there is like a real problem there.
Right.
Sure.
Right. It's a remarkable program. We try particularly hard. We want to get the preschoolers in because it's very, very important. There are all kinds of studies that talk about the fact that vision problems can cause problems all through with the school process, with social integration.
I
and all that
remember
kind of thing.
back when I was in school, there were a number of students that, the teachers were aware, like before they even came to class, that they needed to have seats in like the, closer to the board or closer to the
Right.
teacher. Because it is, you like lose your attention to like what they're talking about if you can't see what they're doing up there.
Particularly with our preschoolers, it's very, very rare. There are cases where our screening will get the child in for the help that they need, and we've actually, in some cases, prevented blindness in a child.
Oh, wow, that's
Wow.
awesome.
And the reason we really like to get the preschoolers, be sure and get them in, is because there are a couple of conditions like lazy eye that can be corrected, or corrected much more easily when they're small children. By the time they actually get into school, it can be a lot more difficult, and in some cases they can't correct the problem. So we
Catching
really
it
like to
early
get
is
those.
like really
those
important to find these things out early
critical.
on. Very cool. All right, let's move over to Robin here, who is the president of the Optimist Club, correct?
I am the 28th president, and we've been in existence here in Clarkston for 28 years. I know the Rotary at 75, right?
Going on 75.
I know, it's incredible. And what's neat about us is that I know that I just have 1 year to make a difference in the community. I don't have to be president again. We've had 28 presidents in 28 years.
Oh, cool.
So that's what's really awesome. So I've had some goals that I've wanted to reach, and we've been doing that. So
Very nice. I'd like to hear about some of those goals. I know
Okay.
that, like the Lions Club, you guys were a co-sponsor of the 4th of July parade. Is that correct?
right, along with the Lions, the Optimist, and Mount Zion, we co-sponsored the 4th of July parade. It is a very big endeavor. It's incredible. We had 21 volunteers that helped set up, be crowd control, clean up, and then we also had we had 7 people walking in the parade with, and we had Mario. We have a member that looks just like Mario. He dresses up like Mario.
Oh, like Mario the cartoon.
Yes.
I thought Mario was a man. I was like, who's Mario?
And Mario the cartoon. And what was so fun about it
Was
was
there Luigi or just Mario?
no, it was just Mario.
Just Mario.
And it represents, we do Friendly Forest in October.
Sure.
And so we're all involved in this, and we're all walking along, and he stole the show because the kids were going, oh, Mario! They were just so excited. But we also had grant recipients that walked with us, Blessings in a Backpack.
Sure.
We also had Destination,
program.
yes it is, Destination Imagination that we helped sponsor, as well as the Clarkston Mountain Bike Club. They were circling around.
Okay.
We had one of our members has a little tiny bike, and he had golf clubs. He was riding his bike with the golf clubs and representing Junior Optimist golf that we do.
Okay.
So it was fun, and what I feels just so exciting is when you walk that parade, you realize that yes, indeed, there are 10,000 people watching that parade. Didn't you notice that? There was like 4 deep. It was
Absolutely.
incredible, just incredible.
It has to be one of the biggest days where the entire community gets together, and I'm sure for all of you, you were all represented in the parade in
Yes.
one way or another, correct?
Well, yeah, they were a big part of it
Big
too.
part of it, yeah.
And what was awesome, it was like a Goldilocks day because it was not too hot, it was not too cold, it was just right.
Perfect.
Because some days it's been really hot.
Sure.
So we had a great time.
Well, let's go back to Joel here and talk a little bit more about the Rotary. I know you guys have some plans for the future and some things that are coming up. Would you tell us a little bit about the Scamp Picnic and some of your fall fundraising, some of the things that you
Absolutely.
guys are doing?
This coming Monday, which would be July 21st, we host a Scamp Picnic out at Independence Oaks. Again, because of the Scamp program and the summer program, Rotary hosts a picnic. We have the families and the children out there. We have entertainment. We have Bingo the Clown. We have face painters. We'll have the moonwalk. It's a fun evening. Rotary enjoys it. We've done it for a good number of years, and it's been an enjoyable evening. and we look forward to it. As I mentioned, they just got through with the 4th of July parade. Rotary has sponsored the Labor Day parade for 72 years.
Okay.
Wow.
So we have that coming up. Plans are underway right now, and people that are interested in joining can go out to clarkstonrotary.org and find the entry application. We'd love to have businesses, we'd love to have families, floats, other community service
What's the
groups.
deadline to get that application in to be
About
part
by
of
the end of
parade?
August,
of August?
August 26th, 27th, would still accept entries into it. So there's plenty of time to be able to come and be a part of it. Again, Clarkston's, although it's growing, is still a small community. We're one of the few that have at least 3 parades, with the Memorial Day parade, the 4th of July and Labor Day parade. So it's an enjoyable part of the community. And I know we've worked very hard to be able to maintain and keep all these parades going here in Clarkston.
It's one of the things I love about Clarkston.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I do
Yeah.
too. It's kind of a unique time.
Sounds like some great stuff. What is Shoes for Kids?
Well, our Shoes for Kids program, we have sold a Goodfellow newspaper in Clarkston for over 70 years. Okay. The money that's been raised for that over the years has done a lot of different projects over the last 35. The money that's collected from the first weekend in December is spent, all of them, 100% of the proceeds are spent the following weekend on what we call our Shoes for Kids program. This is for children that have been identified as having a special need for winter equipment, winter boots, shoes, hats, gloves. The Optimists are there. They do their kids' site program.
OptiSocks.
I'm sorry, the OptiSocks. I'm sorry, the
OptiSocks.
We're
Optimists
kids'
do
site.
that. I'm sorry, I got to.
What is OptiSocks?
Well, we collect socks so that the kids have
Yep.
socks with their shoes.
Okay, so
So-
Rotary has the shoes and Optimist Club has
And
the
then,
socks.
and then
Yeah.
the Lions
And then
come.
we do the Project Kid Site screening.
And then
Yeah.
the screening,
The
right?
Lions come in, and they've done 130 or 140 kids or family members this last year, which is more than they can do at any other location. We have last year we had 350 Clarkston school children that qualified. We've had as many as 650 that have received shoes, boots, hats, and gloves. Over the 4 days of the newspaper sales and the Shoes for Kids, I need over 400 volunteers, so that if people are interested, we're still always looking and welcoming volunteers. It can be for a 2-hour shift, it could be for all day.
Hopefully some of our
Yeah.
viewers watching today can get in touch with you and help out with some of that. And
Absolutely.
We have a synergy, and I think it's one of the wonderful things about the Clarkston area is all of our groups work together.
Right.
Okay.
We work together on the 4th of July parade. Some of our members sell Goodfellow papers, and we help with the shoe distribution. Their members help us when we're doing our white cane sales, which is one of our major fundraisers to support our events.
That's nice that there's that overlap and that you guys can all collaborate. It's not just like your own standalone things. Like I said, the crossing over. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I think it's what makes Clarkston strong.
Right.
I think the fact is that there are so many other community service groups in addition to the three of our 3 groups that all participate, that all have an endeavor to make our lives that much more enjoyable here in Clarkston.
And what I think is important too is when you give to the community and when you volunteer, you are not only helping whoever you're volunteering for, but you're also helping yourself. And I call it a new crease in your brain. You learn new things about other people, about other organizations. It's just amazing when
new
you just
crease in your brain. I
yeah,
like that.
a new crease in your brain.
that sounds cool.
And if you don't have a new crease in your brain every day, you need to get one.
You should be looking for one,
Yeah,
right?
looking for one. Yes.
Great. Let's go back over to Chris. Can you tell us about some other things that the Lions Club is involved in and things you guys got planned?
Well, they had the first concert in the park, and we did the food at the second concert in the park.
And we're doing the last concert in the park.
It really does cross over.
In addition, it's been a very, very busy summer for the Clarkston Area Lions. We have a raffle going on right now, and we are at the concerts in the park with our raffle tickets and a lot of other area events. And for $20, you could own a 2014 Camaro convertible. We're
Really?
very
Cool.
Yes, we're very very thankful to Bowman Chevrolet for helping
Wow.
us with this particular project. We're going to be at a lot of the different
What
areas.
color is the Camaro?
It's dark blue.
Oh.
Go with match your eyes.
Yeah, right. I'd love to be driving around Clarkston in a new Camaro.
Yes, yes. So we're going to be a lot of the car shows. We actually are going to be at the Dream Cruise in Birmingham.
Cool.
And 4th of July, we actually just got started that day with helping with the organizing the parade. We have probably can't see this, but on our brochure we have a float. We're the group that gives out Twizzlers, and they're very, very popular, not just with the kids. We get an awful lot of adults say, oh, that's my favorite, so we have to pitch
I
and wait.
certainly love Twizzlers myself.
Then in the afternoon, we were at the Independence Fest and did Project Kidsite screening. We try to get these screenings in anytime there's, community events and a lot of kids around. We will be in August at the Tons of Trucks in the park, so that'll be a fun one to do too.
Okay.
On a regular basis, gotta be sure and get this plug in, we are at the Clarkston Independence District Library. We're there the second Saturday of every month from 10 a.m. to noon doing our free Project Kidsite screenings. The last one we did, which was about a week ago, we had 20 kids there in the
Wow.
summer to get these screenings. A lot of the schools and preschool programs also will accept our report for their vision screening their vision requirements when the kids are going into preschool or kindergarten or that kind of thing.
Well, hopefully having everyone on the show today will get some of the community members more aware of these programs and what's there, because like we talked about before, it is a really good thing to have your kids screened so that you can identify these eye issues as early as possible. Cool.
Yeah. The only other thing I wanted to mention is that if you want any more information about any of our programs, we do have a website.
Okay.
clarkstonlions.org, and we have meetings on the second and fourth Thursdays of the month from 6:30 to about 8 o'clock or so. We are currently have our meetings at the Carriage House at Clintonwood Park. We really encourage people to come and check us out. Our motto is "We serve," and I think probably we could say that's the motto for all three of our groups. Wonderful opportunities to help out our local
We
community.
appreciate all that information. Just real quick before we kind of wrap things up today, Robin, would you like to go over some of the awards that you brought in, some of the things that the Optimist Club has going on?
Okay. Well, we were very honored to earn the community award. It was for the community enhancement. Oops, got backwards. Community enhancement. That was really awesome.
Yeah,
Along
congratulations.
with that, our first president, our charter president, Jim Evans, was honored as the Citizen of the Year, as well as Cameron Razdar. He was honored the Student Volunteer of the Year, and he is an Octagon member at the high school, our Optimist Club at the high school.
So congratulations to Jim and Cameron.
Yes, absolutely. And then we also sponsored the Optimist Club of OCC, Auburn Hills campus, and we were the student club of the year. And then I will just tell you that Robin Brose was the student advisor of the year. So
Congratulations
I
to
know,
you.
it's been a banner year. The other thing that was really exciting to talk about was we did Scamp on July 16th. I have a real passion for Scamp. My daughter has worked for Scamp for 16 years.
Wow.
And I thought, as president, doggone it, I want us to do something with Scamp. I know the Rotary does it, and the Optimist should do it too. So I got board approval, and we had field day. We had Optimist Day at Scamp. We served over 400 hot dogs, for 400 people in a 2-hour period. It was awesome. We had 18 people working doing an assembly line of getting the hot dogs out and the chips and the cookies.
That's a lot of people to feed. Yeah.
I know, in a 2-hour period, it's incredible. And then we had 12 people on the field helping with field day, where I was in charge of the bean bag, bag race.
Like potato sack race?
Yeah, potato sack
There
race,
we go.
yes.
Sure.
And we had so much fun with that. And we had 2 sessions. The young kids were in the morning, and then the older kids were in the afternoon.
Okay.
We had 12 of us helping with that, and then I also had eight Optimist members from OCC came and helped us too. So we had over 30 people working on this event, and it was an all-day event, and we had so much fun. Wednesday was such a busy day. We start out 7:30 in the morning. 7:30 to 8:30 is our meeting at Clarkston United Methodist Church.
By the
And-
way, that's why I'm not an optimist. They meet way too early.
well, it
Sure.
really gets your day started. So
Yeah.
we have that, and so it just was a banner day. One of our members said he could not get it. Everybody had new creases in the brain because there were a lot of people that knew about Scamp, and there are many of our members that know nothing about Scamp.
Okay.
And one member said to me, he said, "You know, Robin," he said, "I couldn't get over the youth, the staff, the volunteers that were working with these young people, these Scampers." He said, what incredible gift they have. And it is unique. You have to have a special gift for it to work with people of children of special needs. So it was just a great day.
Takes
We
a
had a
tremendous amount of patience.
Right,
Sure.
it does. And so that was fun. The other thing I'll have to mention, sorry, I'm
no,
going to tell you this,
that's totally fine.
is that we are having our fundraiser. It's on the 23rd. Leo's Coney Island has been gracious enough to have us, anybody can come and eat from 5 to 8, and we get 10% of the profit. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, so
Leo's
that's
has
nice.
great food. So,
Yeah, they do. They have very good food. So.
That's on which date? On July 23rd?
July 23rd, and it's from 5 to 8 only.
Let's make sure we go out there and support the Optimists. Have some dinner up at Leo's on the 23rd.
Yeah.
Glad your first experience with Scamp was as pleasant as it was for
Oh,
you guys.
it was,
Sounds-
and Amanda Hoffman is the coordinator for for Scamp, and she said, "I just hope you guys can come back." She said that it's been years since they've done a field day, and
Wow.
so we, and I think part of it's because they need a lot of volunteers,
Right.
because the staff, they are in charge of the kids, the Scampers and stuff. So I'm pretty
Thank
sure.
you to all the Optimists for
Yeah,
helping out on
yeah.
that.
It's a great addition to the community.
Wonderful.
It really is. So is there anything else that any of the 3 groups would like to mention, just as kind of like a final sign-off here?
If I can add on, our major fundraiser is coming up this fall on October 30th at Bordine's Nursery. It's called A Taste for the Holidays. It's a wine tasting. We'll have over 50 to 60 worldwide wines to sample.
Wow.
We've had 2 breweries come in this last year, and we'll probably have them. We have 13 local restaurants that provide appetizers. Bordine's of Clarkston have been gracious enough to allow us to take over their entire greenhouse. And we have typically about 500 people there.
It's
but
fun. It's really a fun event.
It's wonderful.
It's a major event. We've done very well. Jeff Lichty has been our coordinator for it for years. And if they're interested in tickets, they can either contact the Chamber of Commerce later this fall. They can look to a Rotarian, or they can go to clarkstonrotary.org to find tickets.
Very cool. We'll have to check out the website. It sounds like a really cool event.
Thank you.
So that's good for everybody. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today and telling us about your,
Can I talk about Art in the Park real
Oh, yes,
quick?
yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, the Art in the Park is coming up September 13th and 14th, and we are going to do Buccaneer.
Buccaneer.
Yeah, Buccaneer. So we will be providing you can buy a fresh corn that we boil,
Buccaneer.
and it's called Buccaneer. Yeah.
Got it.
And ear.
Yeah.
No, that's
I'm
very cool.
hoping we have a pirate outfit and stuff too to go with it. So
Can they find out more information about that on the Optimist website as well?
sure.
Yeah?
Yes, you can.
Very cool.
Probably in a few days.
In a few days. It'll be up soon.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for it.
Okay.
All right. Well, Joel, Robin, and Chris, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We look forward to having you back next month.
Okay.
Thank you for
Thank you
hosting
very
us.
much.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate this opportunity to let everybody know about our programs because
Sure. All right,
Thank
we
you.
can all be very proud to live in a community like Clarkston.